guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my weekend that's just gone in Manchester. So I did a couple of things whilst I was in Manchester. I competed in the Barista League, which was super duper fun. And on the Sunday I went to Manchester Coffee Festival for a little bit and had a look around. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about it, show you some things that were happening, and show you some of the goodies that I got also. Okay, so the Saturday was the Barista League competition. So this is a really fun competition that you team up. So you go in pairs and you just compete against other baristas, and whoever scores the most points at the end of the 3 rounds wins. This was a super fun event. It was kind of like a big party in the evening whilst the competition was happening. So it was nice because it was really chilled out and fun, but you were still competing. So there's kind of that fun competition element, but without being too serious and like intimidating. So I'll link the Barista League page down below and you can have a little look because it's a fantastic thing for baristas to take part in, and I met some really awesome people. So to compete in the Barista League, I teamed up with Josh, my good friend from Outpost Coffee Roasters. Outpost Coffee Roasters are amazing. They roast some fantastic coffee, really cool branding. I'll link those down below as well so you can have a little look. So yeah, I teamed up with Josh and we've met on Instagram and, you know, we've chatted and we've met at a couple of coffee festivals and stuff, but it was great to actually spend a day with Josh and just have a laugh making lots of coffees. So yeah, it was started in the afternoon. There were workshops and sort of training sessions beforehand, and then the competition kicked off in the evening about 7, and then there was 3 rounds. So the 3 rounds were you had to serve some espresso style drinks, so like 2 espressos, a plant-based drink and a hot chocolate, and that was really fun. The second round was a blind tasting, which was super cool. So you had different sort of coloured liquids and you had to taste them and guess which ones were which, and they were all on the flavour wheel. And then the third round was one of the most enjoyable rounds for me. That was making a mocktail using cold brew. That was ridiculous fun and we had such a laugh doing that. So yeah, really recommend this competition for anyone who wants to sort of maybe get into competing and doesn't want the pressure, or you just want to go and have fun with like someone that you work with or one of your barista friends. Just go and do it. It was great fun. So there were a few sponsors of this competition, one of them being Toddy, who make cold brew systems. And so yeah, that was where the cold brew was made for the competition. And even though we did not win the competition, we still had great fun, but we were also given a load of gifts, which I thought was really thoughtful and nice. That was one of the things that I loved about the competition, is kind of like everyone's included, and even if you don't win, you get some really cool goodies. And one of them being the Toddy cold brew system, which I'm mega excited about. I've wanted a cold brew system for ages, I just haven't got one. So yeah, we'll have a little look at that in a future review on the channel. But it's really nice. Yeah, it's got this glass base, and then you've got the option of either filter bags or little like felt reusable filters. And yeah, I haven't tried it out yet, but we'll have a little look and mess around with it and see what cold brew it can make. I have a bit of a tote bag problem, not gonna lie. I really like tote bags, and obviously it's one of the things that you get given a lot of when you go to different events and different things. This tote bag, I think, is up there with one of my favourites. How awesome is the design on this tote bag? The logo for the Barista League is so cool, the design work, everything. And yeah, I'm so happy that I got a little tote bag to carry my coffee around in. But yeah, it's just a really nice bag. I love it. Not only did I get the cold brew system, but I also got the coffee to make it in. This was the coffee that we used for the cold brew mocktail challenge. Oh, it's a Kenyan. It's really good, really juicy, really citrusy, just crazy good. So I'm keen to try that in the cold brew system and see if I can get sort of a similar result to what we had to use in the competition, because that was really nice. And check out the gorgeous packaging. This is from Bailey's Coffee Roasters. I've heard of them, but I hadn't actually tried any of their coffee before. So yeah, I'm very excited about this one. The pastel colours on the bag, it's all tie-dye. I am a sucker for branding. So behind me is the stash of other really cool goodies that I got in the tote bag. There's like some awesome t-shirts with like really nice graphical prints on. One of the sponsors was Oatly, so there's lots of Oatly merch in there. There's Mazza, so Mazza grinders. Beyond the Bean, Sweetbird, like all these different things, just lots of badges, all sorts of cool things. Okay, so Sunday, after all that fun, Saturday night was the Manchester Coffee Festival, and that was a really cool event. That was a nice, it was a nice sized event. So London Coffee Festival is huge. This is not like that. This is a lot smaller scale. But there were some really cool stands there, and I got a chance to chat to like everyone that I wanted to and look around the whole thing, which was really nice. So yeah, we sort of stayed there in the morning, and I had some incredible soft serve espresso ice cream with minor figures from the Outpost stand, which was crazy good. Seriously, if you go next year and they have it, just get some. It's incredible. It was good. I could eat it again. At the coffee festival, there were all different types of stalls. There were obviously coffee stalls that you could try different coffees. I mostly went for filter. There was the La Marzocco stand, and they've launched their new Linea Micra, which is a smaller version of the Linea Mini, and I got to demo that out, so that was really fun. And yeah, there's like gear, equipment. I got chatting to the guys from Hayes Scientific. They are a new company. They haven't officially got any of their products for sale yet, but wow, it was super duper interesting. The thing that caught my eye were they had these beautiful tampers with wooden handles, all different types of wood, and you know me, I'm a sucker for sort of different wooden features and accents on my brew bar. So yeah, I got chatting, and they'd actually created their own coffee grinder as well, their hand grinder, which was incredible. And they chatted to me for ages, giving me the ins and outs of the information on the burrs and like how the whole thing was designed, and it was incredible work, really impressive stuff. So I'm going to keep an eye out for those guys when they launch their products. There'll be a link down below to their Instagram, and you can go and check them out because they look really cool. So yeah, really enjoyed that sort of chat with those guys. And yeah, it was just sort of chatting about different coffees. I bought a few bags of beans, which I'll show you in a second. And yeah, just generally having a good time, seeing people that I know from the coffee industry and my friends that I know. So yeah, it was great fun. Lots of coffee consumed, but that's what it's for, right? So I bought a couple of bags of coffee. The first one was a tin of coffee from Darkwoods Coffee. I love Darkwoods Coffee. And I've actually had this one before. This coffee has actually been put into bourbon barrels. And if you know me, I love my whiskies and my bourbons. And we've had it before, and it was so good. So when I saw it was there on the shelf, I grabbed a tin because it was really nice. And I really kind of like those crazy, wild, experimental coffees where they do things like this. So that was coffee number one. Coffee number two is from South Coast Coffee Roasters. This coffee is called Riptide, and it's an Ethiopian, and I tried it at the festival. It's super boozy, super just crazy wild, and I love anything like that. So yeah, I had to go for that one too, and the guys were really friendly there. And yeah, I got this really cute little embroidered patch as well. Might put it on one of my tote bags. The next thing that I got from the festival was this beautiful cupping spoon. I'll hold it up because yeah, it won't be visible there. But yeah, it's this stunning cupping spoon. This is from, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'll link it below as well. Ume Shiso, I'm going to presume. Yeah, it's a beautiful spoon. And this one's nice because it's got the Manchester Coffee Festival logo on the inside there. Yeah, I mean, I've got some cupping spoons, but they're sort of like a couple of pounds each, like really basic. This one's got a nice bowl shape, so you can get a good slurp of coffee, which is good. And it's a really beautiful product, really nice and weighty, really nice to hold in the hand. So yeah, really happy about that one as well. So something really cool that they had at the coffee festival, it was 100 House coffee stand, and they had obviously great coffees and hot chocolate for sale. I've always loved their branding, and their coffee's so good. But they had this screen printing section, which I actually got to have a go on. That's very fun. But basically, it's a really nice idea. they basically had massive sheets of paper, and anyone who came by could contribute to the screen print. So you'd pick a design, pick a colour, and then the only rule was that they had to sort of like interlink with each other, the patterns. They couldn't be like separate. And then it made these humongous like sheets, like amazing just design sheets, which are actually going to be exhibited, which is really cool. So I had a go at screen printing. It's been a good few years since Art Foundation, since I've done that. So that was really, really fun. I bought this really beautiful print from them too. I saw it and I just visioned it on my brew bar. I was like, this looks so good. I love anything sort of illustrations, and these are coffee illustrations and they're all really nice. So yeah, I got this print. And these are the print collab is basically with 100 House. It was with a company called Hopefully Made. So I'll link everything below as well so you can check it out. But yeah, it was really fun, like unexpected thing to do at the coffee festival was to actually like do some screen printing, get creative. It was really, really fun and I really enjoyed it. And this print looks beautiful on the coffee station. So I hope you got a little insight into sort of what I got up to on the weekend. If you want to know any more info about either of these events, it's well worth checking out, and I 100% recommend that you go to anything like this because it's just really fun. If you're like me and you love coffee, you get to meet some fantastic people, see your friends, and you never know who you're going to see, who you're going to meet. And those friends can become really good friends. I mean, someone that was competing in the Barista League, I actually competed with in a latte art throwdown a few years back at London Coffee Festival, and got to see her again and catch up. So that was really nice. So you never know where these things are going to lead you and who you're going to see, and you get to try loads of cool coffee, discover new coffee roasters and things that you might not have heard of before, and get to demo some really cool brand new gear that's only just been released. So I really recommend that you do it. And yeah, competition wise, that was mega fun. That was my first sort of proper competition other than like small little latte art throwdowns. So yeah, it was really fun. Everyone was super supportive, and I would just highly recommend you do it. I would love to do it again. I had an amazing weekend. I am pretty exhausted, but that's fine. I had a great time. So yeah, that is it for now, guys. Hope you found this enjoyable, and yeah, I'll see you very soon. Bye.